Hey, I hope that you're doing fantastic. And today I wanted to pop in and talk about is mediumship for you? And I wanted to talk about the value of mediumship. So if you're brand new to me, my name is Whitney McNeill, and I'm a certified medium and a spiritual teacher who has a passion to help spiritual ambitious souls really find their purpose, claim their spiritual intuitive gifts, and live their purpose abundantly. And so in February, we call it Mediumship Month over here at Messenger of Spirit. And if you haven't joined yet, I'd love for you to join us for our free Mediumship Week, where we're going to do live Q&As, videos about mediumship, and actually an opportunity to help you increase your intuitive reading practice. And so I'd love for you to join us at messengerspirits.com/MW for Mediumship Week. It's happening soon. All right, so today we are going to be getting into is mediumship for you? Because it is not for everyone. However, every single person on the planet has the potential to develop their mediumship. Just as, I teach every single person on the planet has intuition. Some have it heightened, some have buried it. So with mediumship, we all have that potential because we all have that intuition. We have that ability of how we can receive our spiritual messages coming from our spirit guides or from loved ones in spirit. So is it for you? Well, let's talk about it. So for me, I always thought, well, mediumship is really cool. And I'd watch TV shows and I thought, gosh, that's really amazing. But when it came down to taking a mediumship class, I remember my mentor said to me, well, you're going to have to give readings to people and you're going to have to do public messages. And I was like, no. I don't think that I'm going to be, a medium doing that. And I had all these reservations and blocks of what a medium was. And so I had limiting beliefs about a medium. And I would literally have readings and people would tell me, you're going to be doing readings for others. I was like, no, that is not what I want. I actually had this reaction to it, like, ew, no, I'm not going to be doing that. And so you can see I had to unpack all of my limiting beliefs, things that I was told, things that TV shows kind of put out there, and really uncover what is mediumship and what is my purpose. And so if you really feel a desire to deliver spirit messages to others in some way, shape, or form, then mediumship could be for you. So for an instance, maybe right now you're a Reiki practitioner, or maybe you are a psychologist, or maybe you are doing something where it's one-on-one services. You can actually utilize mediumship to help your clients even more. And I have taught mediumship to those types of professional people. So anyone in any profession can learn mediumship. You do not have to have a certain thing to develop mediumship, but having a desire to help your clients or whoever you are helping. So for instance, if you are somebody that's doing one-on-ones, you can actually hear spirit more clearly to deliver a message to your already existing client base when you're doing these sessions with them. But if you're someone that's like, well, Whitney, I don't really want to utilize it for something I already have. I want to literally give mediumship readings. Hey, then I've got you as well. And so mediumship can come in many different ways, shapes, and forms. For those of you who are ready to give readings, absolutely, you can actually start a business, and that's how I started mine. I actually started my business with the intention to do Reiki, and then my mediumship business really just took off. And so if you've got that desire and you're willing to show up and to be there, then your spirit guides will come through and you can refine your technique and refine your skill set so that you feel confident in delivering the messages. So sometimes we think mediumship looks only one way, but in fact, it looks a different way. So if you're someone who does healing sessions or massage, or perhaps you are doing facials, or maybe you're doing hair, for instance, you might get some messages that you want to deliver. And so this could be an additional benefit of what you're doing. But when we do think of mediumship, we think of the traditional way. And in fact, that's what I'm going to be teaching in the Mediumship Immersion that opens next week, which is my program to really help you understand step by step how to do mediumship. Then you can really understand the process of giving a reading, right? And so you just need to make that decision of how do you want mediumship to work in your life? How is that for you specifically? Because mediumship is the act of giving a message to someone else. A lot of people just think mediumship is talking to dead people, and they don't understand that actually giving messages from spirit includes messages about past, present, future, and any loved ones in spirit as well. And so when you've got a message coming through, you can recognize it. But I love to teach step by step and teaching you how to accurately give a reading and to do it in a safe, effective way so that you don't worry about all these random spirits coming to say hi to you in the middle of the night, or wondering if, who am I talking to? Is this okay? Is this not okay? All those questions, that's normal for sure. And one of the things that I hear a lot of is, how do I get started? What do I do? I don't understand. So as you know, I'll be talking more about that next week. But right now, I just want you to make the decision, is mediumship right for you? How could I utilize it in my life? And it's okay if you don't have all the answers right now. I knew I was drawn to mediumship, and I really wanted to be able to deliver a message to someone else because I knew it could be so healing. And especially with a lot of people exiting right now and going into the spirit plane, how could you show up for them? How could you show up and be really healing by communicating with a loved one who's passed? Or how can you show up for them and understand that you could give them some comfort? And also, it's very healing when you can hear from your loved one, or perhaps advice from your spirit guides, or whatever is coming through that they need to hear in that moment. And so really asking yourself, how could I show up for mediumship? How could I utilize my mediumship skills to be a better human and to fulfill my purpose, fulfill my destiny of what I need to do here? So sometimes we think it looks one way, but it can often look a different way. I've got students who have trained with me before who just are saying, well, okay, I've learned how to do mediumship. How can I integrate this into what I'm currently doing? And so perhaps they are a counselor, or they are a technician doing some sort of one-on-one service. And then I have other students who are like, I'm doing the full out, I'm going to do these readings. I'm going to tell everybody that I'm doing readings, and I'm excited about it. But the excitement usually comes with nervousness. And as you could see with me, I really wanted to learn how to do it, but I was shy. I was afraid. I thought, oh, I can't tell everybody I'm a medium. People are going to think I'm crazy. And so, as you know, I got over that, and thus my journey began. And here I am talking to you and telling you, hey, if you're out there and you're wondering, how do I do this in a safe, effective way? How can I do this with what I already have? How could I make mediumship work for me and fulfill my purpose? Then understanding that and getting clarity on the, hey, do you want to learn this? Or nope, not for me. So that's what you need to decide. And looking at, could I be there for somebody to really help them heal and understand? I know personally that I have helped lots of people, and it feels so good. And it's not me giving the message. I mean, it's coming out of my mouth, but it's coming from spirit. And knowing that I can be a vessel to help someone, to channel the messages coming through from spirit, is such an honor. And understanding that and taking it seriously and just feeling that fulfillment of what it feels like in that piece is amazing. And then what's even better is knowing you're doing it right and feeling really confident about it as well. All right, so that sounds good to you. I want you to stay with me, and there'll be another video coming out on Thursday. And I will be talking about next week the Mediumship Immersion. So I used to teach mediumship in person, and I used to do mediumship in one-on-ones. And I've combined that so that we're taking that in-person retreat and turning it virtual into a mediumship immersion. So I will be telling you all about that next week, but I want you to stay with me as we're going through this mediumship series. All right. I hope to see you inside of Mediumship Week if you want to learn even more. And you can do that at messengerofspirit.com/MW. And those of you who are in Mediumship Week, which is our free 5 days of mediumship, will learn more about Mediumship Immersion. You'll be the first ones to find out. All right. I will talk with you on Thursday, and I look forward to hearing about, is mediumship for you or not?